No, you don't have to worry. God and Jesus and I did it the hard way, so a husband doesn't have to. That's where it's a freebie. That's where it starts to be a freebie. And then I have to win against everything all the way through after resurrection. And then I get to be the powerful me, which I was supposed to just win at resurrection. But evil enemies won't honor it, so I have to fight until I'm just free. Then I'm the almighty me. But no, the husbands are a freebie. You can have them love and hug and touch everything, everyone, anything, everything. Now, just touching people only cures and heals small miracle realities. So when their issues are small, hug them and touch them. And sadly, when you go to a hospital, all you can do is touch them or hug them as much as they'll allow. I mean, you can't do more than that. But if you're a husband and somebody doesn't mind, camping out somewhere, like say you're going to go to a campground for a week, and you're like, hey, everybody, I'm going camping for a week anyway. You can absorb my power of husband, power of God powers, and get as far as you can when your problems are a little bit more than tiny. Then, yeah, they could sit and go camping and stay right next to a husband and absorb the power of God for as long as possible when they have more substantial issues. And if you want to know how long you need to absorb the power of God based on your issues and problems, and how much power of God it would take to fix your issues and problems, just my queen. But yeah, after you think or say my queen, and you know what it takes to get to your miracle, then yeah, if a husband wants to go to the river or go to some desert sand dunes and ride the dunes for a week or something, you definitely should see if they'll let you just camp out next to them for however long it was that you needed to get the miracle anyway. And whatever else you guys think of, let me know. But yeah, there can be no backlash because heaven did it the hard way. Because heaven died, sacrificed, did it the hard way. The husbands have like an immunity and invincibility where the United States Dubai, no one can do anything. Demons, devils, evil God enemies, no one can do things against them. And yeah, demons and devils could be good or bad. Somebody else had said a prayer and said a demon could be a good thing. Well, yeah, every God was originally good, right? So I'm just a good God, and I created every original God. So I'm just a good mommy God, and I created a bunch of little good boys and good girls. And some of them went bad, and that's the nightmare that we've been stuck in and have been stuck in for a very, very long time that we're all winning at. And if you guys want to understand that, my queen, you can't fit it into a Bible, so we're never going to really be able to tell anybody until we win enough to make some big, massive book or something. But so you don't have to worry about anyone that I choose. So I have my husbands that are chosen, and my family, friend, loved ones equivalents I've chosen. My slave or property or religious categories I've chosen. And yes, sometimes people want to be slaves. Slaves means that I own them as property. So I have many butlers and maids that don't like freedom. They don't like to leave the house. And they live in my heavens or in my castles or palaces out in heavens and more. And they don't like freedom. They like to be owned and controlled by me constantly. So that my powers are very spoiling, very lavishly protective. So some people do like to be like slavery or property of a god. It's not like a religion or a nun thing. It's complete ownership rights. So some people do let me own their entire existence. And that's all it means. We're good gods. So what it means is we just own them completely. So the devil that's bad, who wants to tempt them or do anything bad, as long as they're not tempted by anything bad, my powers will constantly just overloadedly spoil and protect them. And that's all that it means to be property to a good God. If you're a nun equivalent to a good God, you're owned to a certain extent and have freedom to a certain extent. So see, some people just don't want freedom. They want to live in the control of God's power because it's the most spoiling, protective reality. But as you meet all these chosen that I have chosen, you'll realize they're invincible where I'm not yet. But you'll find their invincibility to be perfect. You can milk their powers and enjoy their powers. Whatever your morals deserve, you will get. When you're good little boys, good little girls, whatever you guys deserve, you will get. You just got to hover around the chosen. And then as you get closer and closer to the chosen, you will realize that I am the one providing the power to all the chosen. And I just haven't completely won yet. And that's all.